name's Adam Smith.
My name is Ashley Williams.
Adam Dobbins.
Sam Ivick.
Steve Motil.
Evan Giffels.
When I received my grade after the test, I was pretty thrilled. I placed relatively high on the list, so I was excited to get my career started.
Well, I was pretty excited that I made the list. I passed, but I was about halfway down the list, so I knew there was a lot of people in front of me. So I didn't get too excited. Didn't get ahead of myself.
When I first received my grade on my test, I wasn't necessarily at the highest rank. I was more a little bit above middle of the pack, so a little discouraged. Wasn't sure, if I get an opportunity, and then I did, and got the phone call, and kind of took it from there.
It was exciting just to see kind of where I ranked as far as the amount of people that took the test. It was nice to know that I did pretty well.
I was excited, just the initial get the results back, but then I was kind of also a little bit discouraged at the same time seeing my position on the test. You always hope for the best, but the number isn't exactly where you'd like it, so that part was a little discouraging.
I was really happy. I was relocating from North Carolina, so came down, I took the test, and I was just glad that I passed so I can start my new career.
No, definitely not, because there was, I think, 300 some people ahead of me, and I knew the process was pretty long, just from talking with other people. So, no, I didn't think I'd be here.
I didn't try to overthink it too much. As soon as I remember I got my phone call for my agility, and that kind of was a good feeling to know that the process was moving. Then we filled out a packet of information about us, went through the background process, and then when I met with, did my polygraph and then met with the background investigators, and that's when I felt like the ball started rolling and started to feel pretty good about things.
I did because I was determined to just finish it and get through it and basically start over new. I came from North Carolina. I was a police officer for 3 years in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it's like I knew I wanted to move back home because I'm originally from Akron. So I knew I wanted to be with the Akron Police Department.
I was a little unsure at the beginning, but as the process kept going on, I felt more and more confident.
It was a long time coming, for sure, but I stuck with it, and I was obviously glad that I did.
I was hopeful, but at the same time looking at the number on the list, I kind of had the feeling that I may or may not, it would take a lot to get there.
Really just being patient, going through it. It's definitely stressful, interviewing, meeting all the different people, but I just took it one day at a time, each interview at a time, just was myself throughout the whole process. And I think that's what helped a lot, just being myself and just, talking to people, just how I would anyone.
Just determination. Before I actually got, the process is like 6 months. So basically I was working for the post office and I was a mail carrier. And I really didn't like the job. So I knew I wanted to do this. I had to stick with it if I was going to get through that and be able to transition to being a police officer again.
Just knowing this is what I wanted to do, I was hopeful that I wanted to be a police officer, so that kind of encouraged me to stick through it, try to get my end goal and become a police officer.
Just my overall goal of starting my career in law enforcement, becoming a police officer, just keeping my eye on the prize.
Just knowing that this is what I've been working towards to trying to get for my career, and to know that there's an opportunity for me, that I had to take it.
Just a strong desire to want to be in community service, to help people. So I just kept sticking with it. Positivity from people on the police force, just encouragement.
Absolutely.
I'm very glad.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely glad to be here.
Yes, I'm very glad I stuck with it. Very.
Definitely. This academy has been great. It's a fun process, a lot of team bonding, and get to meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, absolutely. To this point in the academy, the instruction has been phenomenal, and all the cadets, they're like my family, and the camaraderie is really good. We come in every day, talk about how our weekend was, how our night was. And it's nice to, talk with everyone and we get along real well.
Well, K9 came in and I offered to do the dog bite. So that was very exciting for me to experience that.
So far, I would say the pursuit driving was the most fun. Just going to the Goodyear racetrack and just driving the cruisers around and doing that was pretty fun so far.
Most exciting part of the academy has probably been firearms. Learned a lot of different techniques and got to build upon previous skills in that area.
We've done a lot. There's a lot of different, each day is different. I can't pinpoint one thing. Driving was a lot of fun. Tasers today, that was a lot of fun. But I can't pinpoint one thing. You're going to get something different every day, and each day there's something I can point out that was a lot of fun. So you get the serious side and you get stuff done, but then there's also times where you can have fun and be competitive, which could be fun too.
Taser training was pretty fun today. Just every day there's new challenges that they present to us, and just working with the people in the class and kind of overcoming those challenges and bettering myself every day.
Most exciting, definitely, there's a lot of hands-on and practical driving, getting your uniform inspection, and just mainly meeting all the training bureau staff and them kind of fostering a learning environment, but also it's a family, tight-knit group, so that's exciting and proud to be on a department that is like that.